Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Vibrant and vivacious, there is a genuine appetite for the game here, retaining, as it does this stadium, the spirit of the grand old ground they left behind a mile away. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Valverde. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe.
Havertz! And he has kept it out somehow.
Havertz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Carreras. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Now, this could be a chance. Bellingham, he's found a way through. And here's a shot at goal! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Ødegaard. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Eze, well seen, saw that coming. This is a promising build-up. Carreras, battling for the right to play in the early stages. Bellingham stood his ground strongly. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's burst through, tries one from range. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And here's Vinicius Junior. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Lewis Skelly. Now it's Eze. Neither side yet able to find the net. Pass somewhat off target. Great vision. Oh, nicely intercepted. Carreras. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Looking for options for movement. Carreras scooting forward. Bellingham. Chouameni. And here's Rodrigo. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now he's off and running. Now that's well seen too. Bruno Guimaraes. Lovely feet. Now it's Eze. Rodrigo. And it's Valverde. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's shifting through the gears here. That's very neat. Oh, nice touch. There they go, hunting in packs. Now it's Havertz.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
This looks promising.
Might want to be careful there.
Eze. And Calafiori. And it's Eze. Havertz receives it in a good position here. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bellingham. Bellingham powering forward here. Ødegaard. And they can counter here. And it's Luis Skelly. Eder Militao with the foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Rice. Bruno Guimaraes. Plays the return pass. And here's Havertz. Threads one in.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Ødegaard. And it's half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Madrid clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Madrid different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And it's Guimaraes. Eze. And it's Rice. Now Ødegaard. Gabriel. Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior chasing after it. Ødegaard. Now it's Havertz. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He'll try from distance! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Carreras. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least. because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
The attendances for this match is 61,050.
Saliba was in no frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Timber. Lewis Skelly. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Just eases him off the ball. That's good running with the ball. Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that is not getting there. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Tries to pass it through. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Havertz. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Vinicius Junior. Chance here to counter. Saliba. And it's Ødegaard. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, that was vital. And here's Vinicius Junior. That is lovely. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Valverde. He shoots! Oh, good finish. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Some resolute defending there. The final 5 minutes.
Madrid nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Oh no, this does not look good. Gabriel. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Rice. Distributed tidily. Looking to play him in. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate.
So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So, that was the second half.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Well, no winners so far, but somebody has to be the winner. And extra time is next.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Federico Valverde. Number 22.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Bernardo Silva.
Madrid pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? That has not gone well. Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nicely weighted ball. Howson. Vinicius Junior. Bernardo Silva. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Rodrigo. Very nicely done. Bellingham. He's picked his way through. Madrid claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. It's their second corner of the game, and it's been taken short. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's having a pop! And that's a real chance missed.
Vinicius Junior fully appreciates that. He could have won it then.
And the shot! And no! He had to, and yet he could not. Havertz. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking for a runner. Oh, super shapes to shoot! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! So that was it, the first period of extra time.
Please turn to the screen for a special
Well, it has been a
presentation
punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Aurelian.
And so the last chance to find a winner.
Jude Bellingham.
This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left?
Eduardo Camavinga. Number 21.
Madrid ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Short changes him with that pass. Could move up a gear here. Oh, well measured. Gyökeres gets flagged offside. Konate. Howson. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Nelson. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Mbappe! Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, cracking ball. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been... And one more try! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Getting up there! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that is well cleared. Rice. Good ball, good take. Great chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Gyökeres is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Has a look and plays it forward. Calafiori kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. There it is, the whistle. No avoiding penalties. Madrid tie it up just about.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
A brief rest, and then it will be time to refocus. Mbappe to go first. Big character, big moment, big save. That is how you answer the call.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Gyökeres is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Brahim Diaz, second to go. That's a good penalty.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times, never looked like missing.
Saka is the second man to step up for his team. A swift riposte. Vinicius Junior is third in line. Firm, low, telling.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Up steps the man with the armband. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, I think he had the measure of that all the way, Peter, and he is pumped.
Denied! He's made the save!
Oh, he never looked comfortable over that, did he?
Mikel Merino is the fourth man to step forward for them. Stuck away with immaculate poise. And that takes us to sudden death. Howson is the fifth volunteer.
Well, if you have any doubts, that's what you do to conquer it. We're talking about a pressure penalty.
And stuck away with ice in his veins. And the drama continues. Some can barely watch here, every kick potentially pivotal. Oh, it's a really good save. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then, probably gave him that important edge.
And they have done it in sudden death.
Oh, that was tense. Boy, that was tense.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
So it feels like a pretty special occasion here in the capital, a bustling scene in the north of the great city of London, and a venue here which has housed some of the game's glitterati since 2006. It is... Oh, what has happened here? And it's Valverde. He's going for goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Calafiori. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Lewis Skelly receives it in a wide position. Carreras. The ball has bounced loose now, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Lovely bit of skill. He stands tall and strong. Calafiori did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lewis Skelly finding himself in space. Lovely close control. Lewis Skelly. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. So it is still 0-0. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's quick to get rid. And here's Rodrigo. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a nicely shaped ball. Now it's Rodrigo. Very nicely done. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That is lovely.
Such good technique.
Eder Militao did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's... Vinicius Junior! And he's done it! And we have liftoff! And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 49.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has...
Just the keeper in his... And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Rodrigo. Valverde. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. That's been slipped through. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Eze. He's having a shot!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. Knocks it into space. Bellingham. And it's Valverde.
Madrid really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Eze. Bruno Guimaraes. Havertz. Ødegaard. Eze. Now that looks a decent... Great chance! Goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Driven forward. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Mbappe. Saka.
There will be 1 minute.
And it's Ødegaard. Now it's Havertz. Bruno Guimaraes. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch, this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bruno Guimaraes, well seen, saw that coming. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rice. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Timber. He's found a way through. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes makes a dash for it. Tchouameni.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Short changes him with that pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Rice. So, what can they make of this? Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Rice. Eze. Threads one in. Out towards the flank. Space for him to turn and look. They've won a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Rice plays it short. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that interception was most necessary.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now, can they get him away? Can he finish? Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? A finish of true class. And they're back in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substitution on the field, number 22.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And the counter is on. Mbappe, Valverde. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Vinicius Junior. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vinicius Junior goes short, and here's Vinicius Junior. Tries one from range. Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Rodrigo. Oh, that's a shot at goal! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Madrid go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bruno Guimaraes cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And he shoots! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's neat. Vinicius Junior! And that would have been some goal.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space.
Vinicius Junior!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Konate. Ødegaard. And it's Guimaraes. He's in plenty of space here. He'll try from distance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Chouameni. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Now. And Konate. Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. Rodrigo. He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Eder Militao, Chouameni, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Vinicius Junior, stood up well to him there. Bruno Guimaraes. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He's had a shot! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And that is as far as it goes. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Mbappe just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Vibrant and vivacious, there is a genuine appetite for the game here, retaining, as it does this stadium, the spirit of the grand old ground they left behind a mile away. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here.
So things are underway. Towering header! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 49.
Arsenal already making their first change. Not what was planned, I don't think.
I don't really think that it's a reflection on his individual performance. I don't think he's been that bad to be taken off, but it seems more of a tactical move now for what lies ahead.
Now it's Bellingham. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Odegaard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Bellingham. Threads one in. Ødegaard. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been...
Eze! Goal! Arsenal! And there is your opener. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. Bernardo Silva. And that has left him in a heap. And here's Havertz. And he's chosen to go back. Rice. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's picked it up out wide. Yeah, they've got that defending done well between them.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
They've played it short. Ødegaard. Timber gets flagged offside.
Madrid really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Bruno Guimaraes. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bellingham goes looking wide. It's not an especially good pass, that. This is a promising build-up. And here's Ødegaard. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Guimaraes. Cucurella. Madueke charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Vinicius Junior. Ah, such a clever touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Eze. Now it's Havertz. Arsenal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And he shoots! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 10.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when...
Vinicius Junior. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Bruno Guimaraes. That is good alertness. Ødegaard. Gyökeres. Played out to the left flank. Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. Raya claims comfortably.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Bernardo Silva gets on his bike and on the move. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Guimaraes. Looking for the run. And that is the end of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Madrid are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 20, Noni Madueke. Coming on the field is number 24, Reece Nelson.
Arsenal get the ball rolling for the second period. Bruno Guimaraes. Very nicely done. And here's Havertz. And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Ødegaard really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Saliba has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Driven in. Oh, good climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Valverde. And it's Bellingham. It's a throw-in. Gyökeres.
That's going in strongly.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that's going to be a booking. It's a good 30-35 yards out, this. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Spread to the right. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get onto this? And he's managed to get rid and claimed it back swiftly.
The attendances.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Well timed, excellent interception. Alexander-Arnold making good progress on the right-hand side. He won't be happy with that one. Gyökeres. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bruno Guimaraes, and it's Ødegaard. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now it's Nelson. Rice. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Madrid are looking to break at pace. Now it's Ødegaard. Bellingham engages and forces him off the ball, and it's Ødegaard. Great ball. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Arsenal leading now.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Arsenal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Bruno Guimaraes for Rice. Timber. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that's well spotted. Saliba looking to pass their way up the pitch. That has been slung wide.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Valverde receives it in a good position here.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Bellingham, and the shot! It's a loose ball. Bernardo Silva. Chance, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ødegaard, spread it left. Now it's Nelson. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very